Welcome, people, with me as well. We're waiting for the famous Stephen L. Whiteley. You guys can put
hello,
in
hello.
the chat. The
hello,
chat
Robert.
has tremendous value. Getting answers, questions.
Yay!
Yay! Congratulations. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Very awesome. And we're waiting for Stephen to come on with us. And we got today is a very inspiring day because it's Friday. Is there any difference? Is there a day that you like better in a
I
week
think so.
than
There
another?
is almost the same for me, but depend how you looks. Depend which way you look at.
Right.
Yes.
So every day can be
yes.
paradise. And that's the best part of it. Every day you can have this wonderful feeling of excitement and treasure it. So it's a really cool thing. And
Okay, now I can hear you. Before I don't hear you.
so anything that we get to do in the past, present, and the future. Wow. So what is happiness to you in the past, present, and future?
Happiness. I know
Yeah,
one thing. If I am happy in here and now, I will be always happy. But because when the future will arrive, will be in here and now. And that you need to be happy always.
You need
Hey!
We have Dr. Linty on here right now.
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you, my friend. Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome.
She's our new doctor now.
Oh yeah, there's my stethoscope. And it's beating.
It's beating. Oh, that is so true.
Measuring my heartbeat.
So are you having a good day, Stephen?
I am having a great day. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Is there a day that you don't have a good day?
Not that I can remember.
So it is all about having a good day.
It is about having a great day. Yes, indeed. I just take whatever comes and I take it in stride and I think, all right, this is either for me winning or learning.
That is.
Well,
if I'm always either winning or learning, then life is grand. It's all about love. Happy love.
Yes,
so for winning
yes.
and learning, so we're winning and learning, even winning and learning, we have to look at our past that way. We were either winning or we were learning in our past.
Yeah, exactly.
So our present is being present in the moment as being happy.
That's exactly right.
Oh, is it? But we worry about the future. So is that right too? No, that's not right.
The thing about happiness, past, present, and future is this, is that the only thing that really exists is the present.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So the past, look around. Can you see the past? Where is the past? Can you see the future? Where is the future?
No, you can just see the present.
Yeah.
Woohoo! We see this. We see his sexy side of his face. He's so sexy. He can disappear and appear whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to kick you off, Stephen, and then come back on. Yeah, we just tell him what we're doing right away, and he's like, "Oh, I want to be part of that." You're such a guy to laugh with, you know. Look at this. This mouth is wide. Oh, there he goes. Now. It's got to be. It is incredible to know the importance of why Stephen really emphasized the past, the present, and the future. And when you're in the present moment, that's what we see. The present moment is that in the moment, present moment. We can't see the past and we can't see the future. And I hope someday he decides to get on and express that a little more in detail. But that is really the golden nugget here. So he has really given us the insight of why it's such a cool thing to be in the present moment. There he is! We were talking about the present and then he shows up. You've been disappearing and adding on. I think your internet connection is having a little issue.
But we know you always come back. So.
You're having a real hard time getting on here, Stephen, I think. And so what he was saying about that is that we are so conditioned to think about our things, our hurts from the past. So we end up being hurt, and we end up being in a place where we worry about the future, because a lot of what that happens is having that connection with ourselves and being in the present moment. We're not worrying about the future, because the future will take care of itself as long as we're present in the moment. I'm just learning from you, Stephen. Well, you weren't here. You keep coming back on. We want you to be on, but since you gave us enough to go on, we understand that we need to be in the present and not looking behind us in the past or looking in the future. One eye on the future, but be in the present moment. Boy, he's having a really hard time being in the present moment today. He's an invisible guy.
Just he's in another dimension and we can see. That's it.
That's right. You know, when we start understanding what dimension he is on, well, the better we're going to be in the present moment.
Yes.
We're just trying to catch that dimension where you are, Stephen. That's all. We understand.
Yes.
Oh, so
we need to grow in his dimension to catch him.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it is such a powerful thing to know that our present moment is where the most precious gifts are.
Yes.
Because we can look around the room, and if you notice, we have 5 senses, and our 5 senses are touching, smelling, feeling, hearing, all of those juicy things that sometimes if we're worried about our past, if we think about our past, covers up a present moment.
Yes.
Because we're hurting, we're sad because of the decisions we made. We're sad because we can't get the things we made so many mistakes. So we take a whip and beat ourselves up over our head with all the sad stuff. So then that clutters our mind. That really clutters.
Testing.
Well,
Yes. Welcome back in our dimension.
Testing.
well, we were just going on because we're here. We hear you now. Are you here?
Yay, you can hear.
We were almost ready to take the other Stephen on. He's probably a psychologist twice over by now in the last month.
Probably.
So he's learned a lot. Anyway, so we were going through the present, looking at the present, and how I get wrapped up by all the mistakes I've made in my past.
Yeah.
And I've been whipping myself over the head and back, and just like Jesus did, you know.
We all make mistakes, right? Mistakes is the human primary method of learning.
And if we don't get that through our thick head someday,
embrace mistakes. They are your gift.
Yes.
That's why you can make mistakes in the present. That's why it's called the present. It's your gift.
What do you think of that, Mr. Stephen Shannon?
Where is Shannon?
Yeah, is it Shannon? I'm pretty sure it's Stephen
No,
Shannon.
It is, but where is he?
He's on here. He's kind of hiding in the background, kind of
waiting very good.
to draw him out.
Welcome back, Stephen.
We want to be in the present moment with you. We always loved the idea that he had to go take care of his dishes. And see, he doesn't. He actually, I think, has a little bit of worry about the future because his wife's coming home and he's always got to make sure the dishes are done.
All right.
Rather.
It's good to get the dishes done just for yourself.
That's right. See, then now it's being in the present moment.
Yeah, exactly. See, when I'm doing dishes, I'm not doing dishes. I'm creating a happy, harmonious environment. So I'm making my environment beautiful and organized so it works for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good when I want to use it. I don't have to push things around. I don't have to look for things. I don't have to wash things and then delay what I'm working on. It's all ready for me. So why not?
Well, I think that's huge because when we can actually set up, exactly. When we're in that present moment, everything is so delicious.
Yeah, exactly. Just be in the moment, love what you're doing, do what you're loving, and then just be there. That's the
I love that, Stephen, because I'm exercising what you're saying right now. I just get to be right here with you, smiling at the other Stephen, saying the dishes are never done.
Ain't that the truth? The dishes are only done for a little while. Why is that? Because it's an essential function of living.
Yeah.
Why complain about an essential function of living? the same for cooking. It's the same for cleaning. It's the same for
With everything.
But see, this other Stephen brings up a good point. He's worried about his wife coming home. He doesn't say that in this chat, though. That I have to correct myself.
Yeah.
My wife gets off work in 1 hour early on Friday. So,
That's right.
So he's got some worry going on.
Exactly. And worry is not happiness. Harmony is happiness.
We just have to get you to speak up, the other Stephen with the dishes.
Yeah.
I hope someday he still appreciates me.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But he has the other Stephen also has made my life very entertaining and very fruitful.
He's a great guy. I like him too.
Yep. So if we're saying anything out of context, please let me know.
Oh no, not a problem. He's a great guy. We've had him on here a few times, and it's been hugely fun every time.
There is poetically a play on the flap.
Funny. Okay, everybody, serious.
If you want to be serious,
Nothing
you gotta
is
come to this
serious
flap.
in our
We're the
life.
only
Nothing
flap
is
that's
serious.
Yeah. Why be serious?
Nothing is serious.
Context is a good thing when it's in context.
That's right. So we can take it out of context always.
Context is a great thing when it's out of context as well.
Sad sucks. Our meeting here. Oh gosh.
Yes,
My Australian friend, the Outback guy, he actually lives in Florida, but you know.
So here we are. We've determined that the past and the future don't exist, except in our mind. So what are they good for?
I'll take a stab at
If they
this.
exist in any way, then they must have a positive purpose, because everything has a purpose.
Sure.
So I think the past is excellent for learning from. So we look back at those mistakes and go, you know what? I could have done better there. Let me see. What do I want to change about me? Non-judgmentally. Remember, full personal acceptance. I accept me just as I am. And I give me permission to be more. Then heal the wounds and just go forward, because this is the value of the future.
So here's Stephen Shannon. He says, live from the celebration of Back to the Future.
No, he doesn't. He says live from the celebration of...
Oh, it is live. Man, I got to get a set of glasses.
Yesterday was the day, right?
Live. Live from the celebration. Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
So yeah, celebrating our past, even celebrating it, even our mistakes are so apt.
Yeah, because we'll talk about that in the near future, but all the conflict of the past has value in it. And conflict in the present always has negative side effects. You know, whether it's a deteriorating relationship, whether it's non-belief in the self, whether it's stress-causing disease, whether it's money for numbing agents to dull the pain. All negativity has unintended negative consequences.
Unintended. So that means if we put more attention to it, we'll create more of that.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah. So it's like when you take your medicine, there's always side effects.
Right.
Not nice side effects.
And it's any drugs what you take don't let you to come in a higher dimension, because they made to take down.
Yes.
That's the reason I don't take any.
So we got a question here. Push. Okay, I got to learn to read here. Push off conflict to the past. Positive procrastination. That's funny.
I understand the point, and I get the humor of it, and that's fun. Hey, Sandy Sanders, welcome. I understand the point of it, but pushing something off is avoiding. And avoiding never helps us to get rid of something. It just festers and gets bigger until we can't avoid it. So the idea is resolution. So what I've learned over time, and don't get me wrong, I was not always this way, is when you engage in the moment and resolve the difficulties, then everything works out for the better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to carry that pain anymore. You don't have to carry that stress anymore. You don't have to carry that conflict and think of revenge and all the nasty things that you can think of your opponent.
But can those things actually be motivators for the present?
They can be. See, negativity has a positive purpose. And what that is to wake us up to a higher truth. It provides a pain that can, in some cases, wake us up to a higher truth. And so pain has been the source of many creative endeavors. In fact, it was the source of my creative endeavor to really understand happiness. It was pain that put me on this pathway. So I'm not saying that pain is bad. I'm saying that pain is a message to wake us up and to embrace higher truth. And the more and more we embrace higher truth, the less and less pain we encounter.
So what are some techniques, because we spend a lot of time worrying about what we are doing from a past perspective.
Yeah. And judging what we are doing from a past perspective.
Yeah, it's like every day's a new day.
What other people are doing from a past perspective.
Exactly. Question.
Active listening during conflict works wonders. Yes. Why is that? Because if you're actively listening, really paying attention, and then feeding back what you understood, what you're doing is building the harmony. Even though there's a lack of harmony there, this action of really listening and then feeding back is an acknowledgement of the other person and their complaint. So it tends to lower the level of conflict.
So when you acknowledge, so let's say someone's bringing up, running into a situation, even, they're so worried about what might this person, say or do, and it's in the present moment even, and we're trying to work out a negotiation, but it's fear. When you're asking a question, you really get a sense of fear from the past that something's coming up and it doesn't want to be expressed. and it actually can't be expressed very well, but it's just a feeling, and it almost paralyzes most people. Or not, I'm not saying most, but it's a lot of people it paralyzes
many people.
Wow. Feedback.
We talked about that one day, was fear as your friend. So in a case like that, when you feel the fear come up, you can see that, or you can sense that, or consider that to be a sign that you should run away or freeze. Or you can see that and consider that as a heightened awareness and a surge of adrenaline to approach that subject that you were formerly afraid of, and to take action to move ahead on it, and then go through the door, not to bounce off the wall, go through the door to freedom on the other side. I spoke to a lady last night who had done just that. She had always let people abuse her, trying to please them, and she often let them take advantage. And somebody who was doing that to her, she said no to them for the first time. And she said it was really hard. She felt really guilty at the time. But afterward, she felt really good about it. She felt really freed by that. And 2 days later, she got a windfall of cash. And this is so common when we move forward through that into our freedom, that good things come to us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was the same with me also. The people hurt me until I let to hurt or anything else. And when I stopped, nobody can.
Yeah.
And I am free.
And I'm free.
Free.
Action is the great solution to fear.
Yep.
So Stephen Shannon says, feeding back coming means Stephen is on the right track to wearing out anger.
To wring out anger.
Like wearing out. So it's like weaning it down where it's palatable, it's understandable, it gets in the way of Yeah.
What happens is when you feed back, that person feels acknowledged. When we feel acknowledged, we calm down, because everybody wants acknowledgement. So when we feel acknowledged, we calm down, and then we can listen better, we can talk more reasonably, and you are creating more harmony than was.
So then you're in the present moment, because they're not already amped up because of maybe you've said something about the past.
Dragging up all kinds of evidence from the past.
Right. So take the evidence away from, acknowledge them, takes the mind off the past and brings it into the present moment.
Exactly.
So that's acknowledging them and appreciating somebody, how much they have helped you or how much they've done for you in the moment, erases history.
Yes.
I mean, in the present.
Erases history is forgiveness.
Forgiveness erases history. Okay.
What brings harmony and happiness to the moment is acknowledgement and recognition.
Yeah.
And lack of conflict or fighting. So the other way to do that, in addition to what Steve Shannon brought up, appreciation. Yes, appreciation is scarce in human relations. And what we really want is more appreciation. Everybody wants appreciation. So give praise. Look at the 90% of the good, not the 10% of the bad.
In everything, look at the good sides, not the bad side.
Everything. Always.
That's it.
Yes.
That is awesome. That is.
Yeah. So this is the whole idea. So, that's the ways that we can solve the hurts of the past.
Yeah.
We can move ahead using the present effectively. But what about the future? What is the value of the future?
Well, I would say a lot about the future is about worrying about whether something's going to happen or not.
And who's scared?
I'm afraid.
What is the value of worry?
Well, let me tell you something. It produces some great cavities.
There's some famous person said words to this effect. Worry is a prayer for what you don't want.
Wow.
Exactly.
That is
And
a
you got
quote.
more than what you want.
It is a quote. I'm not sure who said it, but worry is a prayer from what you don't want. So if you really want what you don't want, then go ahead and worry.
Exactly.
If you want to feel bad, worry.
That's a good point. There's small talk. Here's, Stephen Shannon is saying small talk in the USA is filled with complaining as it is an attempt to fit in with others.
Yeah. So this is called the negative bias. So we all have a negative bias.
That would be a good idea to Google it, Stephen, if you have a moment, because we really want to know what worry is on a definition standpoint. Sure, probably.
That's a great idea. There is a scientific study that has been done on prayer, and prayer does work.
Well, prayer, I use prayer and water all the time. I know that I'm a little too. I pray on water. I pray on my water.
Yay!
Call me weird, but I do.
Every time you say thank you, that's a prayer.
I do. I say thank you, and I am really grateful
This
for the
is
water.
thank you. It's a very great prayer.
Yes.
That I will tell 3 times or yes. Thank you.
But it is so cool to be in the present moment and saying thank you, even though it's to a glass of water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very cool.
It is.
Your face was frozen laughing, so it's a good point you're making there, Stephen.
Oh.
Anyway, so I appreciate the what Stephen has really saying is being in that present moment is such an amazing. Like you said, we're looking in the future. Worrying doesn't do anything. It just creates a whole bunch of havoc with your body.
Yes, Dave.
I think you have a connection problem today. But we'll source you being on here with us in full form, Stephen. But the acknowledgement and understanding of what the present moment is such a gift. And I'm not taking on what's worrying about for me to get from here to California and all the ways that we have. There's lots of roads. You could fly, you could take a train, you could even go by boat. But we don't have to worry about that as much as the days of the old days. We've really can live in the moment, take people, and be present.
Yes.
So, Stephen, are you going to be back with us here on this on this thing called Blab? You've got a great smile, I have to say. But you really have an issue with the internet at the moment. And we get to see you be in the present moment, not worry whether he gets on or not, because I think we can handle this. The other Steve could come on and he's really doing it. He's looking up inside of Google right now on the word worry and what that definition is.
And he's come back.
And he's coming back. And I've got Linky on here. I mean, you're the best because you're constantly laughing. So how come you're not worried about the future?
I don't worry because I learned I let go what is not serving me anymore. So
What a great idea.
and I don't worry about nothing. I want to be happy and happy all the time, and that's it.
Yoo-hoo!
And I am.
Well, thank you. That is really, really awesome.
You are welcome.
Can you hear me
And
now?
my body
I
tells
can hear
it's
you
not
now.
enough. You need more.
So we do have a definition on the board. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow. The tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Oh, I like this. He uses Matthew. Matthew 6:25-34. And that was the anonymous from the Holy Bible, King James Version.
And why
Wow.
not be grateful for all of your tomorrows where you can express your own purpose in your unique way?
Mm-hmm.
Why not be grateful to find the meaning in each day for us? If not now, then when?
That is.
If not you, then who?
We just have to choose to make that a point to actually be in the moment and say thankful things and grateful things.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I'm so super grateful for you, Steve. I'm so super grateful for you, Linky, and the people on this lab, because you know what? There's a great connection to be in the present moment. I get to smile. I can feel really happy about myself.
Yeah.
If I trip into going looking at the future, oh no, I got to worry about what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a positive future every bit as much as you have a negative future.
Because it's in the moment.
Because it's your choice and your action that creates it.
So how many times a day can we say, I appreciate myself and I am in the present moment, looking, laughing, and directing my future from the present moment and engaging in a loving, cherished relationships like with the two of you and the people that are on this lab today, like us, Sandy, Steven.
Yes. You can tell any time as you wish.
Yeah. So far today, 262.
See, 262 happy moments.
Yeah. Probably more, actually, because I keep forgetting when I'm laughing.
So we also have Stephen Shannon saying worry is a misuse of imagination.
Yeah.
That's a huge statement right there.
I totally agree.
A misuse of imagination.
You know, some people think that they're not creative, or they think that they don't have a good imagination.
Yeah.
The truth is, they're imagining crap all the time. So it's not that they can't, it's they choose the wrong direction to do it in. So just try pointing it in the other direction and your brain will respond. But you got to ask for what you want instead of being the passive acceptor of what you don't want.
The passive acceptor. Could you give me a definition of what that means?
Yes. It's all happening to me.
What a crack of bullshit.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
If we believe that everything is happening to us, why does it always happen to me?
Exactly. That's like building your own.
And we are passively accepting the negative and what we don't want.
Exactly.
If we decide and take action on what I want, then the happy feelings start to blossom. The world starts to accept what we are working on, and everything gets better and better and better. We are happy, we are healthy, we are getting more wealthy, we are getting better relating, we are really achieving what we want.
But the distinction is not everybody does it because they're so attached to some circumstances, either in the future or attached to something in the past that
It's the past.
It's mostly the past because that's the only experience they can reference.
And they're living in what I call the inherited emotional jail.
We break out of the inherited, and we inherit it like you inherit money. So you inherit emotions.
Yeah.
You inherit those
beliefs.
those beliefs of the past.
Belief.
And that turns you into a monster because in the present moment you can be a freaking maniac with anger, rage, all because of the past.
Yes.
Oh, what a freaking joke.
Now there's a good quote. If you want to test your memory, try to recall what you were worrying about 1 year ago today. That's it.
You know what? That is impressive.
Is unimportant.
That's right.
In fact, counterproductive. But
Well,
if you
that's
think
awesome.
about what you really wanted 1 year ago today, that's important. And is it coming true or is it not? And if it's not, what are you doing to make it come true?
Yeah. Well, that's a really great one for Stephen because he doesn't have
Try
to worry
until
about his
it
wife
become true.
doing
So
the dishes.
never give up.
Hello, Sad. Good to see you here again.
Yes.
Welcome.
It is. Hello there. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm wondering how our tips are working out for Sad.
Yeah, we want to know. Yeah, especially how the girl relationships are going. I'm sure. Well, he should be at least to 10 people he's passed so far.
He should be, yes.
Yeah, well, you type us in the chat. See if you got any new approaches to the world of dating.
Of femaleness.
Yes, of the femaleness, the world of dating. You've made a tremendous impact of knowing how powerful of a man you really are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no, we need my wife to worry about my weirdness. Well,
what we don't need is any worry about anybody's weirdness.
Because if anybody looked at us, we're a bunch of weirdos.
That's exactly right. Then it's fun to be weird because there is no normal. Yes, indeed. Thanks for hands.
Wow, I needed that laugh because that's true. There isn't.
If you can show me one person who's normal, then I'll be convinced. Till then, I state there is no normal.
Oh God. Yes. Thank you for the hands, everybody, and thank you for tweeting a bird for us.
Yeah.
Such a blessing.
Okay, so to wrap up here, what we've got is we've got a present. And we really like our present. It's our greatest gift. And so focusing on the present and the good of the present and keeping our mind on where we are, what we want in the present is a really great way to stay happy. At the same time, the past exists only in our mind. And the reason all those hurts of the past come back up over and over is that our subconscious mind gives them to us because it thinks we're ready to solve them. So let's solve them so they stop bothering us. And if you don't want to do that on your own, call me. I'll help you.
It's a hard work to do alone, but somebody can do it. But with help, it's much better and faster.
Yeah. So the thing about then the future is when we know our purpose and we're aligned with meaningful, purposeful, fulfilling living, then every day is our great opportunity to really get working on that. So when we do that, it makes our every present day full of fulfillment and passion and helping and giving and receiving and lovely way of living. So here we have a really great use of the past, present, and future. It's healing, doing, and creating.
So when we're creating, healing, doing, and creating. Healing. So healing the past.
And creating.
So healing, doing. Well, doing's in the moment. So in the present moment, you're doing.
Yeah. Through being.
You got to keep all these words in the right format here.
Yeah. So by being more, being happy in the present moment, we can not only do more, but we can heal the past.
Yes.
And then by being more and doing more in the present with that healed past, we can create more and more of what we want in the future.
Oh, yes.
Very
and
good.
we are never done. We always doing.
It's much easier to do when you're being more.
Yes.
Like I look busy all the time and people think that I work too much. But I'm not working. I'm playing. I'm having fun. I'm flowing.
That is.
There's no stress in what I'm doing.
See, and people associate that when you're working hard, they relate it to stress.
Exactly. There's no stress in anything I'm doing.
Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect.
That is great advice. Awesomely put, Sad. Very nice.
Yes, totally,
Yes.
man. That makes all the difference in the world right there.
Yes.
I hope Sad goes. He's got to get the. I mean, he is the most exceptional man. He's really getting this. He's on these blabs, listening to content like this.
Yeah, he's
a teenager.
Well.
Bless him.
Turn down time off to have fun. Nice. Nice. That's my kind of guy. Gibbs on NCIS turned down time off to have fun. He said he's having fun at work.
That's right.
I'm always having fun when I'm working.
That's the magical part.
Very nice.
I know. Sad. That was really well said, man. That really, really was.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so there we have the wrap up. So now I think it's time for us to laugh our way out.
There we go.
Okay.
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
So, I want to wish you all well. Take care. Stay well. Have fun. I'm Stephen Whitley. We'll see you.
Love you guys.
Bye. Have a wonderful